Hi guys, and welcome back to this journey towards excellent exam results. In these shorter revision videos, we are going to be breaking down different concepts within the GCSE Geography specification. The aim of this is to help us understand the concepts better and to give us the information and confidence we need to answer exam questions. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Mumbai's urban structure, site, situation, and connectivity. This information is relevant for all GCSE geography specifications. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the biggest case study in topic 3, challenges of an urbanizing world, is actually Mumbai. So this is a city in India. And it's actually classified as a mega city, so a city that has more than 10 million people. And it's one of the world's largest mega cities. It is in Maharashtra, which is the wealthiest state in India. Now, you do remember that when we were talking about development dynamics, we compared Maharashtra to Bihar and said that Maharashtra is a rich area, is a rich province in India, and we compared it to a poor area, which was Bihar in India as well. So Maharashtra is the wealthiest state in India. And Mumbai was graded a world city in 2012. Now, from the keywords that we had looked at in the initial slide today, we talked about what a world city is, and that is a city that has, a lot of influence globally, economically, politically, and culturally. So Mumbai is now classed as a world city as well. So in terms of its site and situation, what is its site and situation, and what has that had to do with its development? So we'll begin with the site of Mumbai. And site refers to the physical characteristics of the land on which a settlement is built. And as you can see on the map here, Mumbai is located, it lies on a peninsula by the deep water estuary of the Ulhas River. Now, this is Mumbai right down here, and you can see a peninsula is an area that is almost all surrounded by water. And you can see all the way around Mumbai, it's surrounded by water, apart from this top part here. Okay, so that has allowed, and then the deep water estuary as well has allowed for the development of a port. And that port obviously is very good for Mumbai's accessibility, and has obviously allowed the growth of industry along this port here and along this sea area here, which obviously has brought about a lot of trade, and that trade has brought a lot of money into Mumbai. Okay, so going on to the situation. So the situation refers to the location of a place in relation to its surrounding area and other places. So Mumbai is quite well connected nationally and internationally. And if we are talking about, internationally, that large port that we just looked at means that it's well connected to other parts of the world. And this ease of access has allowed for factories to grow in Mumbai and for trade to be done with other countries. And then Mumbai also does have some really large airports, and those airports provide, access to Mumbai, in and out of Mumbai, for both international travelers and for locals who are wanting to travel to other cities within the country and back again into Mumbai. So that again has catalyzed trade and has helped Mumbai to grow. So in this next section here, we are going to be looking at the urban structure of Mumbai. And we are going to be also using an urban structure that is typical of cities in LICs, which is this model here. And you can see that in this model, the city begins at a central point, which is a CBD. And then around that CBD, you have high quality housing, which is different to what an urban model in a richer country or HIC would look like, because a CBD would be in the center, which is the same, but then out here on the outskirts of the city you would have lower quality housing. But in most LICs, the high quality housing is right outside the CBD. Then after that, we have poor quality permanent housing, and then which is also slightly different to the urban models and in HICs. And then out here we have the spontaneous shanty town settlements right on the edge of the city, where the land is fairly cheap and nobody's really using, and therefore the squatters tend to build their shanties in that particular section of the city. Then we also have the development of factories, modern factories, and those develop along the main transportation routes, whether that is roads or railways. And the obviously, like this one here, is going right from the CBD to the outskirts and towards the main roads and the airports. Okay, so this is typical of a city in an LIC and is different to a city in HIC. Now, having said that, however, Mumbai's structure is different. Well, it's similar in some ways, but also different to this model here of cities in LICs, and also different to models of cities in HICs. And one of the big differences is that Mumbai does not necessarily grow from one point, central point, and then grow outwards. Okay, so that is because the CBD is not at the center, but has been built around the port, and the port is in this southern bit here. And as we know, because it's surrounded by water, the city cannot expand into the water, and the growth of the city has taken place to the north and to the northeast. So this is a different kind of urban model compared to the regular urban models for both LICs and HICs. And then the other thing that we need to mention here is that there are industrial areas around the port as well, but due to shortage of land and the cost of the land there, some of those industrial areas have moved to where the land is cheaper. And if we look here on the key, the industrial areas are the ones that are shown in blue and light blue. So that means that those areas of industrial growth, there's this initial one here along the coast and along the port, and then we have these other growth corridors around here, and then we have another growth corridor around here. And as you imagine, because these are growth corridors, these must be growing along the transportation routes, and this obviously is not your typical urban growth model. Okay, then the more recent residential growth and industrial growth, yes, that's just what I've just mentioned, that it's growing along the transportation route. So if you were to be asked about how the growth of Mumbai is different, or you were asked to compare the growth of Mumbai to a typical city in high income country or low income country, then you would know what to talk about here, because like we've said, its pattern is different to these other two areas. That brings us to the end of this video on Mumbai's urban structure, site situation, and connectivity. I hope that you have found the information insightful and useful. I have also put together videos on all the other subtopics within the challenges of an urbanizing world topic. 2 of them will pop up as suggested videos at the end of this one, and the rest will be in the challenges of an urbanizing world playlist. Thanks once again for joining in this journey towards excellent exam results. All the best, and see you again soon. Bye-bye.